Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Karma on Deck. Let's do your Aquarius reading for July 18th. Let's take a look and see how your energy is shifting, what's going on with you, clear Mercury, or clear-ish. All right, here we go. This is for you, Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius moon, so I'll be paying attention to some of this. Pisces rising, Aquarius moon. One good shuffle. It's driving me crazy. All right, kids, here we go. Aquarius, sun reading, 9 of coins. Not quite sure some of your ideas are going to come into fruition for you. 8 of coins having to do with work, the Lover's card, isolation. So what I'm seeing with the way this is playing out is you might see some changes that are happening with you in regards to work. I have the Hermit card, which is isolation, the 8 of Cups, the Lover's card, which is a little bit of a personality and control dynamic. This might be you struggling with an individual who has a power struggle with you. Ooh, you got some really good cards regarding money, Aquarius. You've got the Chariot card, which involves travel. Ace of Coins and the Sun card, which is like a reaping of money, bringing in some finances. Ace of Pentacles, which is a surplus, something fun, something a little bit more substantial than you've been used to. The height of your ideal for what it looks like for money. I will tell you though that it's going to feel as if things are shifting rapidly. Because you have the Tower card. So out of whatever things are falling apart, you're going to have some victories happening for you, indicated by the 6 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the 6 of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the 6 of Wands in this deck usually means a surplus. He's going for the diamond and he gets it. Definitely much more social than you had been prior to this week. I am seeing the 4 of Cups, which is a little bit more of a social life for you. Temperance, though, is showing up for you in balance. So make sure that you don't do anything in excess, Aquarius. You're finding some internal, your little gyroscope is coming to balance a little bit. It's not quite so out of whack because you've got the 7 of Cups. And that's all about you coming to ground, things coming into balance for you so it doesn't feel like it's so incredibly wacky. You do have the Hermit card. So, and it's coming after the 8 of Cups. So there might be an event where you suddenly feel isolated or suddenly feel a little bit, not exactly alone, but you might find yourself like suddenly wanting to retreat a little bit. And the Hermit card isn't so bad. Sometimes the Hermit is you wanting to experience that quiet time in order to calibrate, to recalibrate, reorganize, restructure. I'm also seeing the 7 of Cups, so that isolation isn't bad. That's all about you being like this card here has all these different symbols for the different elements in your life. Building, you coming into balance with all the different points on your wheel. Feeling a little bit less frantic. We also have the Knight of Coins and, 8 of Coins and the 9 of Coins. Some of the ideas that you have, Aquarius, are kind of out there and you're not quite sure whether you have what it takes or whether the 8 of Coins, whether you can get your feet on the ground, because there's just a lot of little elements, little mice nibbling at the cheese. You might be finding yourself worrying that you don't have what it takes or that there is too many things to get done. But I'm seeing that this is all going to pay off for you, Aquarius, because of these coins here with the Sun card, the Chariot, the moving, the travel, the movement, I should say. Above all things, remember this, though, that you have the Temperance and the 7 of Cups. It's all about balance. It's all about having an even keel for you this upcoming week. It looks like this struggle is going to remove something out of your path that's going to be of a conflict. Quite possibly some travel. Like I was saying, the Chariot card and the 4 of Cups sounds like things are going to be a little more social for you than you're used to. Curious about the Knight of Wands. You might be taking on something new. Just be sure not to take on too much in this upcoming week. Let's pull some cards for you from Mystic Dreamer. And let's see what your moon reading looks like. Go on karmaondeck.com, book your one-on-one if you want to look at your relationship spreads. And there's also some Tarot 101 astrology classes. There's a 6-week tarot instruction video, Tarot 101, Karma on Deck. So you can book on there. You can put a deposit and reserve a seat in a class. They're going to be limited to kind of small, but you can also jump in and take one class at a time for $30 and jump in, depending on if you want a refresher or what's going on with that. And if you take the class in its entirety, the series, you can revisit any class at any time. All right. So your Aquarius moon, Emperor, King of Cups. Good on ya. 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. So there's been a little indecision for you. Been a little indecision. The Emperor being, the 2 of Pentacles being indecision. Can't decide which path between 2 specific paths. Wandered on a lonely road, right? Took the road less traveled then. So I have the King of Cups and the Emperor. Emperor being you taking a decision and making sure you're the director of how things move for you. So you're not waiting for things to come to you like a magnet. You're actually going out to get them. King of Cups is EQ. You having the ability to speak to what you want. I like this. 6 of Wands, victory. King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, burden. 9 of Swords. You're thinking too much, Aquarius. You're feeling as if you're taking on more than you should when it comes to your relationships and when it comes to what you really think you can do and what you can accomplish. And you're taking on too much because now you're overburdened in a little ways. It's causing you to be bitchy because we have the Queen of Swords. 9 of Swords, laying up in bed thinking things or daydreaming about how you can fix them, or getting in that negative feedback loop and allowing one thought to run ripshod through your brain and just terrorize the other structures that you have. Negative thinking can be destructive. You can, I'm writing that down because that's going to be your title. Negative thinking can be destructive because it inhibits the ability for positive thinking to get to gain any traction. The negative loop takes up so much of our time, and it's so much easier to believe because abundance thinking is expansive. Fear mentality and negative thinking shrinks your possibilities. What if, and then you just start to spiral downward into fear. Abundance thinking is all about enacting thoughts that cause your reticular activating system to go out there and get you what you want. Start seeing it, start bringing it into your now. I do see the Ace of Pentacles for you, though. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Stop being indecisive. The Temperance card is all about balance. That showed up for both of your moon reading and your sun reading. Watch your attitude, though. Just because you're overburdened doesn't mean you get to say snappy things to your loved one. The Empress card is all about reaping. It's all about fullness. It's all about time. It's about time. But emotionally, you've got a little worry going. You've got some worry. You've got some, deep concerns. And with the things going on the way that they are, we say things as if we don't know BLM and politics and COVID and rules. All those things aren't happening, but we've got a lot going on. So decision making has a lot greater impact than it had 2 months, 6 months, 1 month ago. So you're feeling a little bit of the weight of the world on you. And however, for some impossible reason, even though you've got this negative feedback loop, maybe you catch it soon enough so that you're not dwelling there. But I see all that shifting. You got to make some decisions. 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. Between 2 different paths and indecision. You keep going, okay, here's the data, I don't know. Here's the data, I don't know. So as soon as you start pushing yourself out there and looking at the possibilities, you start pulling yourself right back in. But despite all of this, just know that what it's going to take for you to move forward is leadership, decision making, and no matter what mechanism you use to get this moving forward. I do see some abundance. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, it's interesting to me how Aquarius's sun reading is all about love and your moon reading is all about money. Let's pull a card for you from Mystic Dreamer. I'm sorry, Divination of the Ancient. What you got going on. Like I said, book your appointment, karmaondeck.com. Come find me on the other social media platforms. Like, subscribe, share, tell me how you feel your reading went. Let me know how your Mercury's been a chaotic one from everybody that I've heard. Men aren't doing well this time. Women are getting clear, men are getting confused from what I've been seeing. All right. Crystal ball, clarity. So obviously it will take a little clarity for you to make some of these decisions, right? Crystal ball. This was the reason why I bought this deck. And when I bought this deck, I had been given, I don't even know what he calls himself, but I know him by Derek. But Derek, a random super cool client that came in, and I happened to say some things, I didn't even know what was going on with him, bought me that crystal ball. I fell in love with this deck, and the first card I pulled out of it was the crystal ball. Love this deck. Your wish to grow and move ahead has been heard, and the universe awaits your further instructions. You may think you know what you want at this time, but are unsure of how to ask for it or exactly what it is you should ask for. Remember, your thinking is muddled. See, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. This card comes to remind you that you must be absolutely crystal clear about what it is you actually desire in order to bring it about. And don't short sell yourself. Don't be like, well, I want a relationship, but I'll take this one because it's not bad. It's comfortable. I like him, but it's not all the things that I want or the job that I want. You know, settling. Some of the components, all of the components. Be clear about what it is you actually desire in order to bring it about. This is the foundation of the art of manifestation. Take time to focus on the subject of your inquiry. At this time, clarity seeks you out and asks, what is it you really want to know? So, and that's one of the things about gaining answers that I talk to people all the time about, especially in prayer. Lord, give me everything that you think you should give me based on what you know my needs. Praying specifically for an answer, solution, or meditating in specific for something instead of just being like, whatever the universe, well, you're going to get whatever. Incantation for the week. In order for me to clearly see with truth and love and clarity, the answers will reveal the all. Focus on the. Hopefully that gives you a little clarity, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Remember my favorite phrase. The answer to every question is, guys. You can't screw it up if you come from a place of love and empathy. You fix all these things. Treat others as you would treat yourself. Thanks, guys. Next up is going to be Pisces. I'll be doing Pisces next. So catch you guys on the flip side. Love and light.